When the world freezes around you, don't surrender. Lead with courage. Endure with hope. Then you will find a way through the ice. In 1914, Sir Ernest Shackleton, an Irish-born British explorer, set out on one of the most ambitious expeditions of the heroic age of Antarctic exploration. His goal? To make the first land crossing of Antarctica, from the Weddell Sea, which is south of South America, to the Ross Sea, which is south of New Zealand, a journey of about 1,800 miles. That's 2,900 kilometers on foot. He named his ship Endurance, inspired by his family motto, "By endurance we conquer." On December 1914, Endurance sailed from South Georgia Island toward Antarctica. On January 1915, only a month into the icy waters of the Weddell Sea, the ship became trapped in thick, drifting pack ice. For 10 months, the crew of 28 men lived aboard the immobilized ship, hoping for a thaw. But the ice crushed Endurance, and by November 1915, the ship sank beneath the ice. The men were stranded with no way home. After Endurance sank, Shackleton ordered the men to salvage supplies: tents, food, sled dogs, lifeboats, and whatever they could carry. For months, they camped on drifting ice floes, eating penguins, seals, and eventually even the sled dogs. The men grew weaker, frostbitten, and exhausted, but Shackleton never allowed despair to take over. He kept morale alive with strict routines, shared jokes, and even organized games and songs. He knew keeping hope alive was more important than food. By April 1916, the ice floes began breaking apart under their feet. Shackleton made the bold decision. They would take to the 3 lifeboats and try to reach land. For a week, they battled violent storms, freezing spring, and hunger. Finally, they reached Elephant Island, a remote, uninhabited spot in the South Atlantic. It was land, but still far from rest. No ships passed by, and they had no radio. Shackleton realized only one hope remained: to sail 800 miles or 1,300 kilometers across the world's roughest seas to South Georgia Island, where whaling stations existed. Shackleton chose 5 of his strongest men and set out in the 22-foot lifeboat, James Cade. For 16 days, they sailed through hurricane-force winds, freezing waves, and near-death exhaustion. Against all odds, they reached South Georgia, but on the wrong side of the island. The only way to get help was to cross the uncharted, mountainous interior on foot. With no maps, Shackleton and 2 men hiked 36 hours non-stop across glaciers, cliffs, and snowfields, guided only by instinct. Finally, on May 20, 1960, they staggered into the whaling station at Stomness. The men there were stunned. They thought Shackleton had been dead for nearly 2 years. Shackleton immediately organized rescue missions for the 22 men still stranded on Elephant Island. After several failed attempts due to sea ice, he finally succeeded on August 30, 1916. Every single man from Endurance was alive. Not one had been lost.